The internet feels weightless. All of our emails, reels, AI chats are all stored on a cloud. But contrary to the literal meaning, the cloud has nothing to do with the sky and everything to do with the ground.
Data centers are what enable everything, from watching Netflix to training AI models. They are the backbone of 21st century digitization. Lined with racks of servers, these behemoth buildings consume vast amounts of energy and water. Storing data and staying online has a substantial ecological footprint.
Unlike real estate, data centers aren't measured in biga, marla, or square meters, but by their capacity for electricity consumption.
Experts predict India's data center capacity will double to 2,000 megawatts by 2027. For context, Noida's peak power demand during the hot summer months is around 1,500 megawatts in a day.
To put it simply, powering India's projected data centers would be equal to supplying power to an entire city. So what's driving this insatiable demand for energy? Perhaps big tech's ambition and a bit of our endless scrolling.
Bring into the mix AI, machine learning, cryptocurrency, and blockchain, and we need more computing power in the form of GPUs.
These processors are complex, condensed, and also expensive. But hot new technology is also literally hot and requires air conditioning or water cooling.
In Chile, where a mega drought has persisted since 2010, Google's plan to build a $200 million data center hit a roadblock. The center would guzzle 7.6 million liters of groundwater daily, while some residents barely get 20 liters. Facing public backlash, courts halted the project, demanding a more sustainable plan.
The case of Chile is not far from home. According to a Niti Aayog report, data center hubs like Mumbai, Chennai, Bengaluru, and Delhi can also face a major water crisis in the future.
The world's largest concentration of data centers are in Northern Virginia in the US. It's going through far-reaching technological and environmental changes, but not all of them are good. With subsidies for big tech, data centers mushroomed across the state, pumping water, siphoning power, and increasing energy demands. The cost to the community and environment are now a cautionary tale of unchecked growth.
This raises big questions. Can India balance its digital future with sustainability? And what happens if we don't?
From AI predictions to stricter energy efficiency norms, India is exploring ways to curb data center emissions. MITI recently asked bidders for India's AI mission to ensure that the power usage effectiveness of data centers is below 1.35, and this could push the industry to innovate.
Although data centers are worried about meeting this standard, it's a step in the right direction.
The draft National Data Center Policy 2020 encourages the use of solar or wind energy for data centers, but it doesn't mandate the use of these renewables, nor does it set a minimum threshold for green energy, yet leaving scope for tighter norms.
The virtual world isn't as virtual as we think. Every online action has a tangible environmental cost.
As developing nations juggle digital expansion and resource limits, the responsibility lies with tech giants, governments, and policymakers to ensure that progress doesn't leave permanent scars. A holistic approach involving both industry and regulators is essential to ensure that AI contributes to a sustainable future rather than deepening existing environmental crises.